Requesting everyone to please stand. Angelica, kindly lead the prayer. Good afternoon, class. How are you today? Wow, that's good to hear. And now, may I request the secretary of the class to please have a list for those who are absent today. Okay, and please submit it after our lesson. Okay, so now for us to be like organized, I have here some classroom rules. Okay, so now everybody please read. Okay, so now is there any rules you want to add, class? Okay, so if none, then let's proceed. Okay, so before diving into different sets of activities, let's first have the groupings. So before diving into different sets of activities, let's have the groupings first. Okay, so those who pick the color blue will be the group 1, and those who pick the color yellow will be the group 2, and those who will pick the color green will be the group 3, and the last who will pick the color red will be the group 4. Okay, so now before we start, I have here an incentive chart. Okay, this incentive chart named Earn Me More. Okay, so now for you to be motivated, I have here this incentive charts will serve as your points throughout the class. Okay, so all you have to do is to acquire this mango, and this mango consists of 5 points. Am I clear, class? Okay, very good. So now let's move on to the pre-reading activities. Number 1, the review. Okay, so this is what we call true or false. To check your prior knowledge about our previous lesson, let's have an activity first. This activity is true or false, and all you have to do is to click the statement with it is true or false. If you think that the statement is true, and if not, then otherwise. Okay, so now we'll do this with the use of the Kahoot website. All you have to do is to go Google and search Kahoot website, then enter the code that I will be given to you. Bear in mind that each question has only 20 seconds to answer, and each correct answer is equivalent to 1 point. So now, am I understood, class? Okay, very good. So now I will send the link to our GC. Okay, so now your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. Okay, so now from the activity we did earlier, what was your basis in determining if the statement is true or not? Okay, so now, yes, Angelica, you are recognized. Okay, thank you. That's a great idea. How about Jonah Chris? Okay, very good again. That's a great answer. Okay, so now, so much from that, let's proceed. And now we are here in the motivation. And our motivation, there is a set of activity, and this activity called Identify Me. Here, what you are going to do is you are going to use the Microsoft Office in making the Venn diagram, and then differentiate the statements given based on their meanings and structure. Sample of the Venn diagram will shown before you'll start. Am I understood, class? Okay, very good. So now, all you have to do is to identify the difference between the general and specific statements. Okay, class? Okay, so now I will give you 2 minutes to prepare. Okay, so now your 2 minutes start now. Okay, time is up. And now, I have here a few questions, okay? So now, upon doing the activity, what was the main things that you've discovered? Yes, Adele? Okay, very good. Thank you for that wonderful thought. Very good. Now, based on that activity, can you tell me or what your insights about our possible topic for this afternoon? Yes, Jean? Wow, exactly. Okay. And now, this afternoon, we are going. Our topic is all about distinguishing between general and specific statements. Okay. So now, I guess you are now ready. Let's proceed. And now, for us to be guided, I have here our objectives. And now, everyone, kindly read. Okay, very good. Can we attain these objectives, class? Okay, very good. Let's proceed. Now, before we'll proceed to our discussion, I will show you a short animation about our topic for today. And make sure to have a note because during our discussion, I will raise a different questions regarding to this short animation. Okay? Okay, so now, let's start. Okay, time is up. And now, this time, if I tap the table once, it means that you are going to stand up. And if I will tap the table twice, it means that you are going to sit down. Okay? And those who will respond late will be the ones who answer the questions that will be raised. Understood, class? Okay. Okay, so now, what is your first impression about the video presented? Yes, Mercy? Okay, very good. That's great. How about Jankert? Okay, very good. Now, next, what did you notice about their dialogues? Yes, Lysel. Okay, very good. Good job, Lysel. Very well said. And now, let's proceed to our post-reading activities, our discussion. Okay? So now, our lesson for today is all about distinguishing between general and specific statements. How general differ from the specific statements, together with the key concepts that we must bear in mind to easily understand the difference between the two. Okay? Okay, Lovelyn, simplify what is general statement. Okay, very good, Lovelyn. Thank you for your answer. And now, next, define what is specific statements. Okay, Leah. Okay, what a brilliant idea. Very good. Now, that's a great answer. And now, what you are going to do is to open the link that I will going to share with our GC, and you will be directed to the website named Book Creator. I will give you 10 minutes to read every detail, and please take a note because after you read, I will raise a few questions. Am I understood, class? Okay, so now your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. And now, what have you learned from what you've read? Yes, Kyla. Okay, very well said. Very good, Kyla. That's a great answer. Now, Jean Cecile, can you tell me the difference between general and specific statements? Okay, wow, very well said. Thank you for that, Jean Cecile. And now, since we are done with our discussion, let's have another set of activities. Let's move on to our generalization. And now, to check if you really read to our discussion, let's have a question and answer portion. I have here another activity called Justify Me. I have here your names. Those names who will be picked will be the one to answer the questions provided. Okay, so make sure to elaborate your answer clearly because it has a corresponding points in your group. Okay, so now are you ready, class? Okay, so now let's proceed. Okay, so now the first question is, how can we determine whether a statement is general or specific in our daily interactions? Yes, Adele. Okay, very good, Adele. Very well said. Now, let's proceed to question number 2. Thank you. Which do you prefer when you give the message? Is it in general or specific? Yes, Angelica. Okay, very well said. Very good. Now, let's proceed to the last question. What is the importance of learning both general and specific statements? Yes, Justin. Okay, very good. Well, it's a big thumbs up. Very good. Now, thank you for your answers. Now, let's proceed to our next activity. This activity is called Demonstrate Me. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next activity. All you have to do is to demonstrate how world literature and other text types serves as an instrument to resolve social conflict. Okay, so through extemporaneous speech. Okay, so now every group must have one representative to do the extemporaneous speech, and all the members will need to take a note every day because I will raise a few questions with regards to each question. Okay? Okay, very good, class. Now I will provide question for every group and I will give you 7 minutes to prepare and another 3 minutes to present. Okay? Okay, and now your timer. Before we start, I prepared here a rubric for you to be guided. And now everyone, please read. Okay, very good. Now your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. Now, let's proceed to the presentation of every group. Let's start with the group 1. Okay, very good, group 1. Group 2. Very good, group 2. Group 3. Wow, that's great. Now let's proceed to the last, group 4. Okay, so now, excellent presentation everyone. Let's give us a round of applause. Okay, so please give yourself a barangay clap. Okay, very good, for a job well done. Very good. Now, since you did a great job and for all of your activities, so now are you ready for our last activity rather. Okay, so now very good. Now, all you have to do is to present a research report on a relevant socio-cultural issues. Okay, so all you have to do is you need to search a research report on a relevant social cultural issues and you need to present it in a class. Am I understood, class? Okay, so now I will give you 3 minutes to gather your ideas and another 2 minutes to present here in front. Am I understood? Okay, very good. Now your timer starts now. Okay, time is up. Let's now proceed for the presentation of each groups. Now, let's proceed to the first group, group 1. Wow, very good, group 1. Now let's proceed to the group 2. Wow, very good. That's a great idea, group 2. Wow, and now let's proceed to the next group, the group 3. Okay, very good. Now the last group, group 4. Okay, wow, excellent presentation, everyone. Now let's give ourselves a barangay clap for a job well done. Wow, very good. Wow. And now, class, since we are done with our discussion and activity for this lesson, let's have our assessment to evaluate the learning throughout the lesson, okay? Okay, so now our assessment will be done through quizzes. So do you know the website quizzes? Okay. Yes, and now I will be sending you a link in our GC. Make sure to fill your name and choose the best answer for you to have a corresponded points, okay? And now, class, you are only given 8 minutes for this activity, okay? Good luck, and now I will send the link in our GC. Okay, so now your 8 minutes starts now. Okay, time is up. Very good. And now I have seen here a lot of responses. Wow, very good, class, for a job well done. Okay, very good. Now, before we end our lesson for this afternoon, your assignments in your home, watch any television news about the social issues from our country and write what you have learned about those issues, okay? And after that, you need to pass it in our Google Classroom. Okay, class?
You need to pass it or submit it.
Okay, so now thank you for your cooperation for this afternoon's class. And now, bye for now and have a great day, class.